Nukkle HeDD Comics. Tuesday is fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means? Nukkle HeDD Comics. We in the building. What's going on, Cap?
Nothing, a little caught off guard because I didn't hear the end of the thing.
Yeah, sometimes that shit just don't know what the fuck it wants to do. But yeah, man, we got Punisher One Last Kill that came out last week. We got the
new Lanterns trailer,
which came out today, right?
Yep. First words on The Mandalorian and Grogu, if you want to hear them. First words on Masters of the Universe, if you want to hear them.
Are there spoilers in the Grogu?
No, just reviews, not a spoiler talk.
All right, well, let's hear them.
Like right now, or
I mean, well, up to you.
All right, so first reviews are in for Mandalorian, and they range from anywhere between literally Disney has to stop and Star Wars has to just give up to this is an extended version of the Disney Plus show to it's okay. And that's the extent of the high is it's okay.
Shit.
So a lot of confidence not being shared by people who watch Mandalorian and Grogu, which we're probably going to come to find out that because we're watching it this weekend, so we can give you our review next Tuesday.
Yeah.
More than likely, we're going to wind up I don't want to speak for Toad, but more than likely, I'm going to wind up saying The Punisher should have been a movie, and this movie, Mandalorian and Grogu, should have been the special event TV show. Also, first talks of Masters of the Universe, and now these are like real preliminary talks, like people who've seen screenings and not the full thing. But first talk, from what I hear, very high on Masters of the Universe, calling it 80s fun, calling it harkening back to the cartoons. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what people are saying when it actually comes out, and more people can see it. But coming out of the screenings, that's not bad for this movie, which everybody thought was, well, a lot of people would have thought that it might not do too well.
Yeah.
So any of your thoughts so far?
What the fuck happened to my camera?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know anything about us, this is not the Nukkle Hedd Network. if there's no technical difficulties.
Seriously. I don't know what happened. My shit just turned off. But yeah, I don't know. There's times where we get good reviews and bad reviews for shit, and it's always the opposite. You know? Where they'll be like, oh, this movie sucked. And we watch it like, this shit is actually pretty good. You just don't know what the fuck he's watching.
Yeah, but when I'm all my trusted sources are all saying the same thing. That's when that happens, never do I walk into a movie and go, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's true. But
but keep in mind that for some fucking reason, they said they're playing it safe. They're not going too much into the lore. They're not making too much, they're not making a Star Wars movie. They're making a movie with the Star Wars title on it.
Yeah.
They want to make it for general audiences. So when you make something that everybody's supposed to like, more often than not, nobody likes it because it's not for anybody.
Yeah. And not for nothing, you can't do that when this shit got what, 4 seasons already? 3-4 seasons? 3 seasons already with the chemistry of these characters and shit. Like you gotta come correct. That's like if they turn around and said, we're gonna make Bad Boys 4 movie for everybody, and we just lost all the dynamic between Marcus and fucking Mike.
They're gonna make Bad Boys 4 with the original cast they had in mind. Dana Carvey and John Lovitz.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's like they're doomed to fail. But when you say they should stop making Star Wars and just be done with it, I think like the appropriate response would be fire the people who are making this shit.
But now here's the fun part, because the people making this are Jon Favreau, who gave us The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and like kind of kickstarted this renaissance on Disney Plus of Star Wars. And it's Dave Filoni. It's the guy who's now in charge. The guy we were begging to be put in charge and kick Kathleen Kennedy the fuck out of there. So what the fuck do we do? What happens when you draft your franchise quarterback and your franchise quarterback throws 1 or 2 interceptions in game 1? Because technically speaking, with Dave Filoni at the helm, this is game 1. This is the first thing that he's like really had his hands in from the beginning.
So is this really him playing it safe because it's someone else's work that he's putting out there, or is this?
No, this I guarantee you was more than likely Jon Favreau and Bob Iger wanting to play it safe. Because if this wasn't, what do you call it? If Dave Filoni was playing anything safe on his own, we wouldn't have got Darth Maul Shadow Legend. Think about it. We coming off of Darth Maul Shadow Legend. We're coming off of Andor Season 2. We're coming off of Skeleton Crew. That's 3 good properties back to back to back. That should have allowed for enough cachet to carry us forward. The Mandalorian and Grogu should have been a banger. Let's get out here. Let's tie up some shit. Let's add some of the shit from Ahsoka, some of the shit from Rebels, some of the shit from somewhere else. Add little sprinkles in here so that we're reminded, oh shit, this is happening during this time. This is some hype shit. And then now when Ahsoka season 2 comes out, boom, it's still on our minds. When whatever the next project comes out, boom, it's still in our minds. Because we're still in the fucking... We are still in the fucking Skywalker saga. Right? We're still in that time.
Yeah.
Now, that's a double-edged sword. Why? Because on one hand, everybody loves the Skywalker saga. Everybody knows what the timeline's in here. Everybody knows, okay, we know what happened. We know who's out here. We know what's going on. But now the other side of that sword, you're constrained because we know how it finishes. We know you weren't there. We know what didn't happen. So you could tell your story, but now your story's got to be in this and here. And all because they refuse to go and progress. They refuse to tell the story and move it forward. Why do they refuse that? Because when George Lucas did it with the prequel trilogy, everybody bugged out, and the prequel trilogy didn't get its love until later on. So what do? They try to retreat and play it safe with the sequel trilogy and fuck shit up even more when they should have just went, fuck it. If people could turn around and find themselves into the prequel trilogy, let's push forward and do something new. And even if they hate it, they'll find their way into it. And it'll be something new. We could tell new stories. We don't have to tie in to, so Mandalorian's got to tie into A New Hope because around this time the New Hope thing happened. But if the Mandalorian was here in New Hope, how come he didn't help out if he was doing it? Like, now you gotta come around and go, hey, you know why Ahsoka never joined Luke? She's on a different fucking planet in a different fucking universe. Hey, you know why Ezra and Thrawn never fucked up and met with Luke? Hey, because Luke was over here doing this shit, and they're on the other side of the universe, fucking flying with whales and shit, space whales. Like, you gotta come up with it. It'll be like if you guys didn't know, like last year when I went to the Critical Role show that was on a Tuesday. If you guys didn't know that I was going to that Critical Role show, everybody would be like, yo, where the fuck is Cap? And Toe would be like, oh, he went down to Broadway to see a show. And because you guys don't know me, and I don't ever talk about going to Broadway and seeing a show, that sounds like a far-fetched, oh, you just made that shit up. He went down to Broadway to see a show? Like,
yeah. What up, Big Food? I get you. But so would you say that it's hard to make a cinematic universe that also has a TV universe, a TV show universe?
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. The difficulty comes in with recognizable IP, right? Andor wound up working not because Andor was good, not because the show was great, but because it came off of the back of $1 billion movie that everybody universally was like, that movie was great. So now we take that character and run with it. I don't think Andor would have went over. You could have kept Andor 100% the same from season 1 to season 2. But if you drop that show on Disney Plus and Rogue One is never a movie, what would we be saying? Where the fuck was this guy?
Yeah,
During the fucking rebellion, Luke could have used his ass. What the fuck was he doing? But we know what he was doing.
Yeah,
we know what he did. So that's the thing. It's not difficult to turn around and go, hey, everything is happening in this universe. And I'll give you the example. Right now, we are doing a show on YouTube. In the same universe, my friends are doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Toad's friends are doing whatever the fuck they're doing. You guys are watching us. Everything's happening at the same time, and it doesn't all need to run into each other. But Marvel made everything string along into one singular thing because they were telling a singular story in multiple parts. That's what people don't understand about trying to make everything a fucking universe. Kevin Feige, whether fully intentional the entire time or partly intentional partway through, he told a singular story from start to end with the Infinity Saga.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at this point he did.
Yeah, so it's difficult to try to tell a singular story and make a universe when you already told us the story. Like you told us what happened in the Republic with the Galactic Empire and the fucking Rebellion. So now to do prequels and be like, oh, all this shit was happening too. Again, you could strain yourself because at a certain point we're gonna turn around and be like, so none of this affected what we already know.
Unless you do some shit where it's like, was it Star Trek who they showed a prequel and then they did some and it affected the entire universe and it made the whatever happened after this not a part of the original.
No, so that's what they did with the first Star Wars with Star Trek with Chris Pine. They've retconned it so that our Spock met their Spock, and that meeting canceled out the original shit we saw, and this started a new fucking line for us. So then what we saw with Chris Pine was a new line from what we already seen.
Yeah.
Because he was also Kirk. So to give the example of us being here and our friends being somewhere else, that'd be like us being here and then learning. So me being here doing this and then learning my boy walk from his house all the way to our house, sat there for a day and walked back. Everybody would have the same question. Why'd you walk here? Why didn't you say anything? You were this close. Why didn't you just come in? Why weren't you on it? What the fuck was the point? You just walked over here and walked back. What the fuck's happening? Because you're trying to constrain it to the narrative that he came into what we're already doing. So now something has to come of it.
It's kind of like the Deadpool, Daredevil, and Kingpin shit. It's like, where the fuck was Spider-Man? At what point was Hawkeye in New York? You know, because I mean, obviously, Daredevil happened after Hawkeye.
Yeah,
his Kingpin was the mayor.
Yo, we'll get to the Punisher shit, but where the fuck does this tie in?
Yeah,
like when the fuck did this happen?
Yeah,
and how come nobody gives a shit? Like,
that is a question that I have for this. But
see, the smartest superhero they ever made was Daredevil, and I'm not talking about Daredevil's intelligence. I'm talking about the fact that Daredevil only gives a shit about Hell's Kitchen. You go the block over, he doesn't give a shit about that. It's Hell's Kitchen and Hell's Kitchen only.
Word. Shit.
That's how you explain Daredevil's absence from everything. Like, he was in Hell's Kitchen. You weren't.
But you know the crazy shit is, like, you ask these questions, where were they with this, where were they with that? And it one little thing just explains everything. So even if you do something that doesn't have like the continuity in it, you can always be like, well, dude, this is a different, like, General Thrawn. He wasn't big in the original. He wasn't even mentioned in the original shit. But now he's one of these major players. But also it's Luke didn't give a shit about nobody else in that whole empire. If you think about it, Luke only gave a shit about Palpatine and Darth Vader. He didn't give a shit about the generals and all the other people. That was for other people to handle.
Yes. But now here's the issue when you come to a nerd like me. Okay, Luke's handling what do you call it? Luke is handling
Darth Vader and
Sidious.
Yeah.
Right? They blew up the Death Star. We had Grand Moff talking. Where the fuck is Thrawn then? Did he just turn around and be like, well, fuck it, I'm too busy trying to chase down Ezra. Who gives a shit they blew up our fucking Death Star and we got a single Jedi heading towards... This kid is more important than saving the galactic...
Hey, but you never know. Maybe they kill Thrawn before Luke fucking goes after Vader. Like, I want to know what happens with Ahsoka and them. Like, this is where you start asking those questions. Ben.
I'm looking up the timeline, the MCU complete timeline.
Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again happens before Captain America, before Thunderbolts, before Fantastic Four. It also happens before Wonder Man and before The Punisher. So The Punisher's taking place last in this MCU timeline.
Well, you know what's funny? Wait. So this is after Born Again.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say what's funny is that he saw what's her name, and I thought that was gonna be the reason why he went to go see her to help her out or some shit. But it could have been that they made that little connection when he was helping.
Well, no, so that connection goes back to his actual Netflix show.
Yeah. Yeah,
but she was just imaginary.
Yeah, I get that. But this is the thing though, because it's like, all right, where's General Thrawn? Okay, cool. Anything happened to General Thrawn? He could have been, fucking killed by Palpatine. He could have been, framed by whoever, like, because they're in the Empire. We know they're scumbags. Anything could happen to them. What happened to Ahsoka? That's what I want to know, because it's not definitive. Like, what happened to Ahsoka? We saw what happened to the Jedi that was with, what's her name, in Shadow Legends, with Maul. But what happened to Ahsoka? Like, apparently Darth Vader doesn't kill her, but how does she become one with the Force? Because she became a Force ghost in the last one when Rey was hearing all the voices.
Yeah. Yo, that's the fucking thing. Because you can even go back to the prequel trilogy. Right? We saw the prequel trilogy. Then all of a sudden, Clone Wars came out. And now you're telling me he had a secret apprentice, or he had an apprentice. At no point did they mention that in the movies. At no point did she affect anything in the movies. And on top of that, if you watch the show, you could tell what movie they're up to based on what season they're on and what's happening.
Yeah.
It's not like all this happened and then the movies happened. These are happening coinciding with the movies.
Because Luke, even he looked like he was about to go save Solo from the Carbonite and on Tatooine when he went and helped Grogu, because he had the all black. He was now at the peak of his power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think that was after, because that's after he overthrew the Empire.
Because they're not talking about Vader no more.
Yeah, they're not talking about Vader anymore. And remember, Grandma, what the fuck is his name? Moff Gideon
Yeah.
was kind of like the last remnants of the Empire that was still holding on, that didn't hear about the surrender, I believe. Again, the timeline is fucking weird, and I don't know if Star Wars has the same thing where they do a timeline shit on Disney Plus. I'm gonna look that up.
See, now, but it also, when going back to the Punisher shit, just, it's like, what happened after Born Again? And this time, but, well, I mean, we'll get to that when we get to that, but yeah, the Grogu movie, they could take liberties with, he's a Mandalorian. Like, in all honesty, this is the crazy shit, is that the only Mandalorian that we actually seen in the movies was Boba Fett, and he wasn't a Mandalorian. He was a clone.
Yeah, so I was right. The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka all take place after Return of the Jedi, which means they all take place after Luke had already killed the Emperor.
Okay.
So Moff Gideon was just the last remnants of people that were still holding on, who didn't know the war was over.
Okay. But like I said, we only saw Boba Fett and you know, as a Mandalorian there in any of the movies.
Yeah, which again, thanks to coming up with shit after the fact, we didn't see Boba Fett the Mandalorian there. We just saw a bounty hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, so now we're getting why they weren't a part. Well, they were a part of something, but not everything, and they were split tribes. So it's like, yo, listen, it's like, I do your little thing here. We got our own problem, which seems to be like that's everybody's excuse. Not everybody has the Avengers in their galaxy, according to Captain Marvel. You know,
True, but now here's where that analogy fucks up. Because when Thanos came, everybody sure as shit showed up to stop him.
oh yeah,
We're leading a rebellion. Fuck you. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm gonna go take Baby Yoda.
yeah. But the people that, like, imagine if Luke would have been like, yo, I can get all those planets that they killed with the Death Star back. I bet you any money those people come back to life. Like, nah, we're fucking these people up. Let me get at him. What's his name? The wall. Tear the wall down.
Saul Guerrero.
Saul Guerrero. I bet you if he came back to life, he'd be like, oh yes, let's go kill the Empire.
Yo, I like the fact that I like to think that Luke was sitting there doing this shit, and Ahsoka was hearing about what's going on, knowing that Vader's out there, the Empire's going there, and she's just sitting back going, looking at her lightsabers going, fuck it. The Jedi kicked me out. What the fuck do I give a shit?
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure that the same thing with Obi-Wan, where it's like, yo, I lost Anakin. Any part of Anakin that was there died. So she probably, like, cause you know, you're so connected with the Force and shit, realized the only one that ever had a chance was his unbeknownst to him son. Was the son that he didn't know he had, because that was the reason why he went to the dark side.
Yes. And unbeknownst to everybody else, he can handle that shit on his own. They don't need no help fighting.
Yeah.
Fuck
He
him.
could have beat Palpatine as a ghost.
Fuck him. He's the chosen one, right?
What he should have did was wait until Darth Vader went to sleep. And then when, ooh, I'm gonna kill him, he's in the dark side.
But he didn't have a dream.
He didn't have a dream.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Motherfucker. It wasn't Juneteenth then. I'm just so happy that the Cavs are missing their shots because apparently we don't know how to fucking cover anybody that's wide open for three.
What's the score?
48-46 Cavs.
We're still losing?
By 2. It just started the second half. Well, now it's 50-46. Because Karl Anthony Towns said, fuck it, let me shoot a 3 because I don't need to get the... Oh, shit. That was a new one. My man cut to the basket. They bounced past it to him, and he said, oh, and threw it back to the fucking half court line. Like, if I went, I'm in the wrong fucking... I'm in the wrong hoop. Fucking Josh Hart is wincing like somebody hit him. Oh, did he poke him in the eye?
And this has been sports brought to you by the Comic Book Tuesday.
Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Homeboy did a Euro step and was wide open underneath the basket and passed it back out to Karl Anthony Towns, who took a 3, who missed it. And then got the ball back and then took another 3 and hit it. But holy shit, bro. You should have got that fucking layup. I don't understand. How are you wide open underneath the fucking basket and then you're going to give it to the center who should have been under the basket getting the rebound? All right. Yeah. But, I mean, shit, we could talk about the Star Wars all fucking year. But we're definitely going to watch that movie.
At this point, we're beating a dead horse.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to watch the movie and we'll give you our opinion on it, based off of if it's good or not. Because a lot of the people that do these reviews based off of it does it go with the seasons? Fucking, does it tell this story? Does it do that? Does it do this? Like, I'm pretty sure we could watch it and be enjoyable about it.
Yeah, but so I gotta jab back there. An enjoyable movie is not inherently a good movie. You saw Maleficent or Malignant. You saw Malignant. That was not a good movie. Okay, I enjoyed it immensely.
But hold up. Is now Hobbs and Shaw was not a Fast and the Furious movie. But you say it's one of the best ones after the 3.
Yeah, because there was no pretense in thinking that these are just regular people who are now super spies. No, these two were fucking super spies going after the Black Superman. Like, they didn't try to bullshit us on what movie we were watching. We knew, they told us the movie we were watching.
So, but you see how that didn't go with the fucking, that was far from any of the Fast and Furious shit we've ever seen. Never again have we seen fucking RoboCop in the Fast and Furious. Nanobots and all this other shit. Remember the Titan.
Yes. But you're forgetting one thing. You're forgetting 2 things. One, the Fast and Furious movies themselves are all fucking trash, including the first one. Fight me on it. I don't give a shit. 2, family.
That's true.
The Rock had his family on that island.
That's what makes it Fast and the Furious. Did you know Fast and the Furious in Samoa translates to family?
Yeah.
Samoa. But yeah.
The only good Fast and Furious movie is Tokyo Drift.
That's the only actual
Fast and or Furious movie.
That's the only actual racing movie.
Yo, because they wanted to remake Point Break, so they did it. And then all of a sudden, somebody was like, yo, but if we turn this into a Marvel movie, it's good. I don't give a shit what you say. Tyrese is not a fucking super spy. He didn't learn how to be a fucking super spy. He's a dumb fucking guy who can drive a car. That's all he is.
He barely. He's also hungry. Can we give him that? Be hungry, cuz. You won't give him he's hungry?
No, I'm not gonna give you a fucking thing. Those movies are horrible. So if you do anything different, and just slap that label on, it's gonna be better than the actual shit they give us.
Damn. Can't even be hungry.
I don't even remember how the fuck Don's son wound up in the middle of the action just so he can get pilfered by fucking Jason Momoa at the end.
Well, John Cena took him to the designated time at the designated place so they could designate his ass.
But wait, were they in a car?
Yeah.
So Jason Momoa just was driving alongside, got out of his car, reached into the window of the other car and pulled the kid out?
No.
How the fuck did he get the kid?
The kid got out.
I saw it and I don't remember.
The kid got out of the car because the missiles that were on the outside of the car that was shooting the people from the front and back got jammed. So he had to kick the missile back into the clutch so that way that he could shoot missiles out the side. And then when he was out there, he was celebrating too long. He's like, I did it. Cena's like, you damn right. And Momoa was like, and he stuck his hand out the window and grabbed the kid from the trunk of the car and pulled him in.
Because Super Cena doesn't have fucking tactical awareness of other cars around him.
No, because he's only a super spy. What don't you understand? He's not a racer. He wouldn't be able to tell if there's a car behind him. He's a super spy. He doesn't have tactical awareness, situational awareness, or environmental awareness. There's a kid on the back of his fucking car, and he did some shit. It was Uncle Time. Be proud of the kid. He was blinded by the proudness of his son, of his nephew, and Jason Momoa said, "Fuck that, I'm taking the kid." Super spies ain't super. Only Charlize Theron can profit from pain.
No, and my girl Michelle Rodriguez, who ended one movie, some street racist girlfriend died and wound up Jason Bourne with amnesia and the ability to kick the shit out of every single fucking person on a goddamn submarine.
Listen, if you can drive a Mustang, you can kick the shit.
You can't even finish that statement.
You're gonna make me throw up. Oh man.
You did that to yourself.
Oh shit. That was a hard one. I couldn't even bullshit my way through that one. Oh man. I don't know what it is about these Knicks, but it's like on offense, there's 5 of them. On defense, there's 2 of them. What's going on here? Why is there always someone open from 3?
Well, Cat and Brunson don't play defense.
Okay, cool. But why is there someone always open from 3? And why is Cat always shooting from the outside? Is he not the center? Who's the center on this team? Brunson?
Should be Mitchell Robinson.
He ain't out there. Holy shit.
Oh,
man.
they do got Towns playing center.
Obi-Wan Kenobi has been hurt. He was a game time decision. And Mitchell Robinson, I think, is hurt.
But everybody was healthy. What the fuck happened?
It started. It has begun. Which, I seen it now. Let's get to Mortal Kombat real quick. I seen Mortal Kombat. I seen the shit you was talking about. Which, the funny thing is, that main character from the first one was so irrelevant that when I put up the short and the title said he died, I didn't know who the fuck you was talking about. So when he actually died, I was like, that's who he meant. Oh, okay, cool. Good. Fuck him.
Yo, did you see how he was like, I'm here leaving my family, And if I die, I'm good with that. Really, sir?
You didn't want to be here when
That's
they
your
illegally.
That's your speech. Is you're so proud to serve Earthrealm that you were prepared to be the only one who dies and leaves his family behind. Well, I guess Jax died as well. But we all know in a horror movie who dies first.
Yeah. How the fuck did Jax die again?
Shao Kahn fucking drove his hammer through his fucking chest. Ripped his arms off.
Yeah. Well, we never seen the body.
The flame went out.
I mean, it means he lost. You know, not for nothing. This was the most Mortal Kombat movie out of all of them. But it also felt like, I don't think you need to put every aspect of the game in the movie. I was like, and part of me was like, yo, this movie is fast. This is a fast-paced movie. We need you. Fuck you. All right. Now you in here. What? I heard you say they choose you whether you want to or not. But, like, you should have specified, no, nigga, you don't have a choice. What are you doing leaving? Like, my man just popped up drunk. What happened? Where am I at? Boof, I'm dead.
Now, here's the funny thing. The Elder Gods chose you out of 8 billion people to replace Kung Lao for this tournament. Would you fight? Fuck no, I want to go back. All right, so who's the next one then?
There is no next one.
Shouldn't that have been the thing?
That choice we gave him was rhetorical. You don't get a chance.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious if Johnny Cage would have been sitting at that bar. There would have been a flashlight outside. It'd be like, what the fuck was that? I don't know. And then Stryker would have showed up to fight Katana.
Right? Shit. Yeah, but you gotta love how they bring everybody back. I don't know how the dead people could bring people back. The bad people could bring people back, no problem.
Oh,
The
Quan
good people,
Chi, he can make revenants.
no, yeah, I know it, but it's like the good people, fuck them. Oh, that was funny with Kano though. This nigga's so bad. There's no point to turn him bad.
Yeah, he doesn't have a soul to turn.
Yeah. My man said, "Oh, where's the shit? It's in my pocket here." It's like we didn't need to bring him back to life to that. We could just check the pockets. It's kind of like with Doctor Strange. You didn't ask them to fucking overturn it. You just want me to erase the memory of everybody.
It's also like Star Wars. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing though, Kung Lao and Liu Kang, that fight was dope.
Yo, did you know that out of the two, Kung Lao's the only martial artist? He's an actual member of Jackie Chan's stunt team.
Really?
Yeah, that is now breaking out and trying to be an actor himself.
Oh shit. Well, he could have fooled the shit out of me. But that shit was dope. What?
Normally, when you say he could have fooled the shit out of me, it's because you don't believe.
No, because you said he was the only one that was. So I thought Liu Kang was also.
Okay, I thought we were just talking about Kung Lao.
No, that was to the both of them.
Well, to side tangent, you remember that movie Ninja Assassin?
Yeah.
Right, with the black girl, the heart was on the wrong side. That's how she lived.
Yeah.
That, that motherfucker Rain. He's not a martial artist. He's a singer and dancer from either Korea or Japan.
Shit. So you gotta do is know how to dance and fight.
I mean, it's a choreography. They asked when Ben Affleck did Daredevil. They were like, "Oh, we've seen you in the action scene, so can you fight now?" And his response was, "Yes. If everybody I fight does exactly what they do in the movie, I can kick everybody's ass."
Shit, I hear that. But Johnny Cage, I didn't see him as Johnny Cage. Like I was telling Leigh, I was like, I prefer the original guy, even though the original guy's not a fighter either. But I just, for some reason, I see him more as a Johnny Cage than Carl. I can't see him as anything other than the Butcher right now. It's fucking diabolical.
I grew. He grew on me as Johnny Cage. The minute he looked at Sonya and was like, I can't fight this motherfucker. I got stuntmen and normally fight dudes like this. That's when I was like, okay, I will accept this.
Yeah, but what also happened to this dude was legitimate, and he wanted to show everybody he was legitimate.
Oh, he got his ass handed to him in the beginning of the tournament. He's not worried about fighting now.
No, I was talking about in the beginning.
The only reason he even said shit to Baraka is because he thought he was getting him set up to fight Liu Kang.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, I thought he was trying to prove himself. This whole movie, he didn't give a shit.
That's the original video game, Johnny. This new one is the new Johnny Cage doesn't. He's not trying to prove shit.
Oh, okay. I did like that they incorporated their powers better. He actually did that shadow kick when he was confident and all that, and Sonya fucking had the Shang-Chi fucking 10 rings. When the fuck was that her power? I thought she had the kiss of death.
So it is what do you call it? If you play the game, she goes like this, and a pink blast comes out, and I guess they just try to make it look. They try to make it look more appealing on screen than her just and a little shoo.
Yeah. Dude, just replaying.
I said it in the review. It was like Sindel just fucking screamed her ass off.
Yeah. And she's supposed to be one of the best warriors that Adelita had.
Yes.
Which I ain't gonna lie, that dude was nasty.
Jiren?
When he started fucking up Kung Lao in the
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn, when he started fucking up Shao Kahn with all them knife cuts, I was like, yo, this motherfucker nasty. And then he did that shoulder thrust and said, okay, all right, I can appreciate the moves being done and all that, but the over the top fucking, I was just waiting for the like just popping out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we could have made that a little bit more serious. You know?
Yo, I wanted so bad. Fight.
Yeah, I was waiting for one of them to do that. But that was like, finish him. And then Johnny Cage just falls. It's like, oh, we all been there. Can't get none of the fucking combos to work. Yeah, I don't understand what it is. It's like, do you not expect them to shoot the 3 when they're wide open? And then you just see a Nick flying down the court because they did a fucking pump fake. All you got to do to beat the Knicks is just have someone in the wing waiting.
Yo, I just want to point out, right? You could say that the week off took a rust or whatever. I just want to point out, Sports Talk Radio begged for the Cavaliers. The morning show here in New York, they wanted the fucking Cavs so bad. Well, you got them. Every bit of them.
Fucking bullshit. All right.
Lanterns.
Yes. You liked it.
Second trailer came out. The ring looked more green than gold. They actually show lantern powers. They actually showed him in the fucking suit, and it's not brown.
I still saw brown.
I did not. I saw. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, to me he looked Sinestro 4.
I will look at it, but to me this looked like we took the lanterns and put them in. What the fuck was that TV show that we were talking about? From HBO, was that cop show that we kept saying it was?
True Detective?
True Detective, yeah. Before it was like it was True Detectives, and you just said some words. Now this looks like, okay, you're actually giving us the Green Lanterns, just in a different view. I feel a little bit better with this trailer.
I don't. I think to be honest, the trailer made it worse. Because it felt like who's the guy? Not Jon Stewart. Is it Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan.
It felt like Jon Stewart was being trained by Hal Jordan. Well, that's not how he got his power. And then then they kept saying, "Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid?" It's like, bro, isn't this willpower? I know fear is a weakness for them, but why you keep talking about it unless you're gonna introduce the Sinestro Corps? Then everything is happening in the desert. None of this shit showed anything about space yet. He just had one glimpse where he went into a fucking ship that looked like he was going into a spaceship. And then the woman said something about, "Oh, you can be a better Green Lantern than him," or something. And I'm like, who the fuck is this woman? This shit to me felt like this was the laziest fucking Green Lantern show you could have made. Because is he getting Hal Jordan's fucking ring?
I believe so.
Hal Jordan has to die to get that ring. Hal Jordan doesn't get to pick his successor. The ring picks it. Do we not know the fucking law? Like, this is the thing. This is the problem. Hello, you're not making an original fucking show here. This show has fucking years of fucking history. And I know there's going to be people in the TikToks that when I say this short, oh no, but there was one episode of the comics where Hal Jordan gave his ring to Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart didn't know how to fly, and Hal Jordan had to teach him the fucking macaroni dance. Fucking cunt.
I'm gonna cover up the HBO logo if I can, but that looks a little bit better.
That shit look big on him. I can't see the color though.
That's as bright as I can make this goddamn screen. So I'm gonna see if we can.
The thing is, because I just looked at the picture and there's like a green light commencing on him. It looks stupid. Not for nothing. He has this look like, why am I here?
Which one?
Hal Jordan.
I mean, would you want to give up your fucking power? I can't find a better picture online, so
you're not supposed to.
So we got one person who's a little bit more optimistic. What happened?
You just broke in and out.
Did I get snapped?
Yeah.
I got blipped.
Talk shit about giving up the power.
Now we got one person who who thinks that, okay, a little more hope, another one who doesn't. And then we go to Mandalorian and Grogu, and now that one has a little bit of hope, and this one's like, I don't think so.
I mean, because Mandalorian is coming off of a TV show, and with basically, you could tell us anything. It's not like, oh, well, that's not Mandalorian. Mandalorian doesn't fucking have bow and arrows, and Grogu doesn't speak English. And you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you do shit like that, it's like, well, wait, hold on. But this is Lantern. We've already seen how my man from the Rookie,
Guy Gardner
is from the Superman. Guy Gardner from Boston, from the Superman movie.
That's the weirdest pronunciation I've ever heard of that.
From the Superman movie is. We already seen how he is, how he does his powers.
Yes, Guy Gardner.
And we see where he got his shit from, and he knows all these fucking things. We seen that little cameo from Peacemaker. Then we watch this, and I was like, this is completely different than everything that's going on here. And when the fuck did this guy? All right, cool. So they're making their own stories. So what is it based off of? This superhero from the DC universe, the same exact superhero that they're putting out. Not this is loosely based off of Batman. You know, this isn't fucking Birdman or fucking Pheasant Man or none of that shit. Like this isn't Incredible Man where he has the same power as Superman. It's just like we can't use the name because of copyright issues. No, this is Green Lantern from the Lantern Corps. Hal Jordan, John Stewart. Then it seems like the only thing they got right was Hal Jordan was white and John Stewart was black. Everything else to be determined. And why is everything happening in the fucking desert all of a sudden? And who the fuck is he fighting? Normal people?
I don't know.
Because it isn't technically, if you have enough willpower, the Green Lantern can kill Superman?
Yes.
So why is he fighting regular people? Why is he having a hard time with regular people? Let me guess. Half of this fucking TV show is you can't use the ring. It's against the law. And he loses it or something? What is this, Iron Man 3? If you can prove that you're Tony Stark outside of the suit, you can have the suit back. What?
I don't know what's going on. We're going to have to watch the show. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
When does that come out?
At some point this year.
We hope.
I don't know if it's August, maybe. Anywhere from
August 16th.
Not today and forward.
August 16th. Shit.
All right, main event time.
Punisher.
Start
One
off
last kill.
by going, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna start this off by saying, in my review of Daredevil, I said that we got to see somebody who holds to their convictions and trust the system and live how he preaches. And then you had, just opposed to that, you had Karen Page. She's like, well, fuck it. Let's just kill Bullseye. We got to kill Fisk. We got to do all this shit that everybody on the planet is, and myself included, there are times where I was like, yo, just kill him. Let's get rid of this motherfucker. We'll be done with it. But then you watch Punisher, One Last Kill. And you see how empty and vacuous revenge is.
Yeah.
You see how he got it and was worse off for it.
Because he didn't have nothing else. Revenge was the only thing keeping him alive, and now he's like, I got nothing.
But, and at the end, what happened? It didn't bring his kids back. It didn't bring his wife back. It didn't close the empty hole in his soul. It did nothing. But I do think we finally saw him transition from vengeance to punishment.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny how, and that you say that, because every time we seen him, it was to protect someone, Red, or what's her name? I keep forgetting the name.
Karen Page.
The
first one.
Yeah, or that the woman and the child in his TV show on Netflix. And then he got revenge from his team in the fucking military. But then it's like there's nothing there, and then you just see him not give a fuck. He didn't give a shit. Like there's no one. I'm not protecting nobody. Then he saw the girl, the little girl, and she gave him that thing, and it was one of those, like, I guess children are always, you don't touch them. You never touch children. Yeah. But you see him snap, and like once that little girl gave him the shit, he's like, all right, I got one more person to kill. One last kill is gonna be this bitch because I didn't kill her when I killed her whole family. Which I don't know how she became in a wheelchair when she wasn't touched.
I think the actress actually has a disorder.
Okay. Which I'm not gonna lie, that actress fucking made me believe she wasn't afraid of the Punisher.
You know who she is?
No, who's she?
I don't even know if I could say this because she's the mom from Who's the Boss? The Tony Danza show.
Really?
Back in the late 80s, early 90s, where he was a male, not a butler. He wasn't a butler or maid. He was like a living babysitter for the kids because she was a rich, like, working woman who didn't have time. Nanny. There you go. He was a male nanny.
Oh, shit.
So him and his daughter, Alyssa Milano, moved into her house. Dude, it was a big show.
I remember I don't remember watching it, but I remember the show.
But anyway, that's it.
Okay.
But this was a great fucking piece for showing again that vengeance is not really what it's cracked up to be. It was a great piece to show how the struggle of PTSD can still go on, even though we've already seen the Punisher. You think we've seen the Punisher deal with it?
Yeah.
He had 2 seasons and multiple fucking runs with Daredevil, and we've seen him. But he never truly had it fixed. In The Killing, he was managing it. But you see the toll it actually takes when there's no outlet, when there's no help, when there's no nothing, and you just sit alone. My man's doing push-ups and shit till he's vomiting. Yeah. He took the knife and carved an X into the Marine tattoo he had on his chest. This is the most material that they've given John Bernthal to sink into to show his acting chops. They told him 2 things when he showed up with the script. 1, I need an Oscar-worthy performance. 2, you were going to outgrunt Hugh Jackman and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yo, that moment when he's sitting there in his apartment, when the time comes for everybody to take after him, the John Wick meets the Raid fucking portion of the show, And he's sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna. He's wrestling with what to do, and the gasoline comes under the door, and sets him on fire. And he's like, fuck it, time to flip the switch. That was like, shit. Okay. Because he went from let it burn me to fuck it, we're killing that body in like a split second.
It almost felt like what the Kingpin did. Fuck it, open the door. They want this? Open the door. I dare you to open the door. Please open up that fucking door. Shit.
Yeah, then all of his hallucinations were fascinating. Because it's all his subconscious telling him what he simultaneously, it's telling him what he wanted to hear, telling him what he needed to hear, telling him what he didn't want to hear. And then you even see it himself admit he needs help.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, you want me to talk to somebody? You think I need help? Then fuck it, I'll go talk to somebody I need help.
The one thing I will say that was a little like thrown off. You kill mob members in a little section of Brooklyn that looked like Queens, the Bronx, and Manhattan all at once.
Yeah.
And there's total lawlessness. Random people are just walking the street, throwing dogs in front of fucking trucks, beating up homeless people because you killed the mob? Who the fuck? What? I've never seen that shit before. That's like, yo, Morris Avenue erupts with the death of all the Latin kings. Now everybody's, well, fuck it. They let the Latin kings do whatever they want for so long. It's our turn. Never again will we be held down.
Fuck the cops. No, yeah.
Especially since the Punisher killed the mob bosses. So now you think you got carte blanche to do what?
Well, they remember, you paying for protection here.
The last thing I'll say about this, before we get into like any deeper conversations, when it ended, I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
We're getting to the fucking good part. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is fucking Into the Spider-Verse Part 1 all over again. Right when the shit's about to pick up.
Yo, that's the first time in a long time I was like, no. We missing something. You cut off too soon. Turn the machines back on. What the fuck are we doing? You said 45, 50 minutes. It's been 20. What the fuck happened?
Yeah. No, yeah. It definitely made me wanting more. And everybody's talking about there's gonna be another one after this shit. But I don't know who said it, and I don't know if this was supposed to be what it was, but I was under the impression that this was gonna happen, and they're gonna show us how he got out of the fucking that little cell in Born Again, and this was leading up to Spider-Man.
So that's a misnomer. At no point during any part of this was that expressed by the people making it. That was just a fan thing that kind of took its own. Because the only thing the director said is you'll understand why this is called One Last Kill.
And I don't understand.
He's got one last person to kill
in the family.
Yeah.
But we actually see him turn into the Punisher.
Yeah, because now we see him again. We see him go from vengeance to now this is punishment. He's not gonna go after her because of what his family and blah blah blah. He's already done that. Now you fucked up. Now
You got yourself a Punisher now.
Yeah. You wanted Frank Castle and the Punisher showed up. Which sucks for you. Because you should have prayed Frank Castle showed up.
Yeah. Because it shows how unrelentless this fucking guy is. And that's something that they caught for this character that I don't think a lot of people realize. Like, you get the nuances of Wolverine and all these. You barely get any of them in Cyclops from the other shows. I mean, from the other movies. And you get a lot from Cap. But with the Punisher, with this guy, John Berthel, you get the fact that he might not quit coming after you. Now, he may be a normal guy, but you don't want this motherfucker coming after you. You got to be a special kind of motherfucker to deal with Frank Castle.
Yeah.
And now that he turned into the Punisher, which is funny. Well, they didn't like the trailer for Spider-Man because he made the Punisher look like a fool. But I'm sorry. Spider-Man can punch the Punisher in the face and kill him. And he's also a child. He's also a teenager that's a smartass. Granted, Spider-Man don't want the Punisher to have his hands on him. But
also, we gotta see that obviously Spider-Man takes place after this little short, this special feature.
Yeah.
He obviously got help. Or something happened.
Yeah. Something definitely had to have happened. Because does the Punisher respect Spider-Man or no? The only person he respects is Cap.
Yeah, I remember he was originally supposed to fucking kill him.
Yeah. Well, all right, I know why we all respect Cap. But why does the Punisher respect Cap? Specifically. Is there like a moment where
So remember the Punisher's military. All right, and then you got Captain America who not only deserves respect for what he's done for the country, what he went through for the country, being frozen in ice, saving everyone in World War II, coming back, and he's a stand-up guy, and he's exactly who he says he is. Dude, like, military respects military.
Okay. So it's just his reputation precedes him.
Yeah, and he lives up to it.
So if Cap, so Punisher doesn't like U.S. agent.
I honestly don't even know if they did meet. So this is how I would see it. He respects Steve. He's okay with Sam. Probably hates Bucky. Probably will shoot Walker on sight. That's how I think it would go.
I want to see that. Like, I would love to see him with
He
one
would
of those.
definitely think that John's a poser. He's a pretender.
Because he puts too much on his prior shit. Like, oh, I'm Captain America. Like, get over
No, because John's an asshole. And you can't wear... You know what that is? You know what that would be like? So I'm going to try to explain this. Somebody who's living that has a Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
as a military member, as a former military member, if I ever run into someone like that, I have to give utmost respect. I have to salute. I have to treat them as if I was treating an officer or somebody of much higher standard, because that what they did to earn that medal and live has to be commended at all times. But if Sho bought a Medal of Honor off of eBay and wore it, I would have to punch him in the face.
What the fuck I do? I can't even wear a fucking medal.
Nope.
Yeah, that's how Punisher would see Walker. Is he didn't earn anything. He found it in the trash and put it on and decided to walk around and call himself something.
Take that.
Listen, I can definitely see that shit with Punisher. I'm watching the fucking Knick game and I don't understand this shit, but yeah. Who would win in a fight? John Walker or Punisher?
I had to give. No, you know what? Sam Wilson beat Walker and without the super soldier serum. So I'd have to give it to the Punisher.
Would the Punisher be able to? I know you said that he would never fight him, but would the Punisher be able to hold his own against Cap?
No.
If they didn't have the super soldier serum.
If they didn't have the super soldier serum, I think Punisher wins, but only because he would not fucking relent.
You would have to kill Punisher.
Yeah, and the Punisher's he's not gonna fight 100% fair. You give him any slight advantage, he's gonna take it.
Gonna poke you in the eye with a knife. Ink.
Yeah, did you watch One Last Kill Show?
Hell no. I'll take the hat off of your head, maggot.
The fucking pencil.
Wait, so you did watch it?
Bro.
Or you only watched the last 10 seconds?
No, I watched it. This was a fucking bio of the mother of the Texas tornado. This lady lost everybody. Dang.
Yo, why do you feel sad for the lady who lost a mobster who was cheating on her, a corrupt cop, and her youngest son who they said touched kids?
Damn.
Why are you feeling sad for her? I, on the other hand, when she showed up and started talking and revealed that she was the mom, the matriarch of the mob family, I turned into what I did for Taken 2. I was like, how the fuck do you get revenge, bitch? All the fucking pain that you caused. And now you mad? Shut the fuck up. I'd have shot that. Going through PTSD or not, if I was Frank Castle, I'd have killed her and her fucking bodyguard right then and there in the street. I wouldn't have given two shits.
Thanks for making this easy.
Yo, I would have turned around, looked at her, and like, you should have brought more men and a faster chair, and then beat her with the fucking crutches. Get out of here. You want fucking revenge? You're sad because I fucking took your horrible fucking piece of shits of family member. Get out of here.
Do you know why I killed them? Because they did that to my family, you piece of shit.
That's crazy. I like that the Punisher's back, though. I'm back. He took something else from me. Alright. Shit looking interesting, though. I like it. When is the rest of the show coming up?
That's it.
For right now, that's it until he shows up at Spider-Man.
Ah, you rubbed on my nipples and you ain't even gonna give me an orgasm? Fuck this.
It's a nipple show.
This is not the Friday show.
I tell you what, it's not also. It's not a fucking 3-point show for the Knicks. I don't know how many we need to miss for us to go, you know what? Let's try to make a basket another way.
But if you're down by 27, twos don't catch you up.
No, we're down by 21.
Oh, well now you need foul shots.
What quarter?
Fourth.
Third quarter.
I think. Oh, third.
Oh, we
is
still
it?
got time.
No. Fourth quarter.
Nah, you lose.
See?
Yo,
We was gonna make a comeback, but show fucked it up for everybody.
you heard it here first, folks. Game 1 goes to the Cavs in a blowout. And now the Knicks, and I'm only saying this because I don't show up for the fucking Wednesday show. Everybody, the fucking morning show on sports radio. We want home court. We want home court. We want home court. Give us the Cavs, the Cavs, the Cavs. We match up better with the Cavs, the Cavs, the Cavs. Well, the Knicks just gave up home court. They said, we got home court. Fuck it. Let them have it.
Well,
And
if
game
it,
one.
if it makes you feel any better, show just said that the Knicks are losing the whole fucking series.
Probably.
Who said that?
You did. When you gave up just now.
We the Knicks, bro. We gotta make the fucking. I can't. What I'm trying to say, customer. We gotta for the fan. We gotta fucking drive y'all crazy. This is normal. It's been happening for 50 years. We gonna lose the first 3, and then we gonna win the last 4.
All I know is that the best basketball team in New York is the Liberty.
Aaron Lee.
They won a championship. New York Knicks haven't won since 1973. Liberty was winning last year or 2 years ago.
Listen, they play soft basketball, like softball. I don't know what to call it. Basketball.
They play basket soft.
There you go.
They play with their soft basket.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, the father of that donut shop or the little pastry shop,
Yeah.
he's not only he's a good person. The only thing I wish he would stop doing is lying to his child like that.
Yeah, everything gonna be all right. There's 8 of them whooping your ass.
We're only playing. I'm fine. Like, what?
What a fucking pass.
Yo, selfishly, I mean, the Punisher show was good. I have no real problems with it. I enjoyed it. I teared up with him. I was right there riding the emotions with him. But selfishly, because I'm an idiot and because I'm a smartass, I wish the girl's name was Martha. So he could have been like, save Martha.
Word. Yo, dude, it's crazy how we get 45 minutes of this show, which seemed fucking fast. This shit seemed short as shit. It didn't seem like 45 minutes.
Yo,
But we
before you get into that, I had the opposite experience. It did not seem fast to me until it ended.
yeah.
As soon as it ended, I was like, that shit took 10 seconds. What the fuck happened to the rest? We missed something. Something happened and we missed it.
Yeah. But we get a lot of emotionality, a lot of story, and a lot of fucking individuality in this shit. Just 45 minutes, and then we don't get none of that shit in some of these other fucking shows. And we always comparing.
Where the fuck are you at?
Word.
A whole show about how your stepfather, and your friend died in gang violence, and you tormented, but for some reason your tormentation, which not a word, but your tormentation shows up as you being a fucking snotty bitch and not somebody who actually went through something.
Word.
My show got 2 boxes.
Because one of them is another one.
Or the fake show.
All right. No, but yeah,
Yo,
but
what a 1-2 punch! The ending of Daredevil Born Again
Yeah.
season 2, leading into the Punisher.
yeah, and emotionality and shit.
What
like
you
I
trying to
said-
say? Fucking Marvel's hitting back to back. Marvel's back. Is what you saying?
No. So here's the thing, right? Marvel is a movie company. TV shows don't count towards the movies because we pay, right, every month to see whatever the fuck we want. A movie, we gotta pay more to sit down and watch that shit
Once.
one time. So that one time better be fucking good. Because if Daredevil wasn't, or if Ironheart isn't good, I can go watch Agatha. If Agatha's not good, I can go watch Moon Knight. I can go watch Daredevil. I can go watch whatever. I cannot take the same money that I paid for the ticket to watch the movie and walk outside and go, this movie sucks. What other movie you got playing? Which other one can I go watch now?
So you're not from the Bronx. We used to walk out of a theater, walk right into another one. Got him.
No, I'm not talking about catching a double feature. I'm talking about literally turning around and be like, yo, this is not worth my money. Let me go. Start this one from scratch. We're watching this one now.
Watching another one. Do it again.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that plenty of times with some of these fucking apps. Like, this movie sucks. And then just start another one. Where's Casino? But to answer your question, show that Born Again it should have been a hit no matter what, because the way the first season was and the original Netflix shows, if they didn't hit those, they never deserved to make another TV show. But the Punisher shit, the fact that this is one and done, we got a lot out of it, but there's more that meets the eye. Like, there's more that I want to see from it. I know you shows probably like, yo, you even said it, you was like, where's the next episodes? There's a lot we want to see from this fucking guy. And I think they did that to do like a test that if they were to do a Punisher show, it's like, okay, all that shit from Daredevil and Big Red and trying to get him to kill people and all that other bullshit is done with. This is going to be the Punisher that we know and love moving on. It's almost like this little 45-minute show was Far From Home or No Way Home Spider-Man. You got all your 3 Spider-Mans together. You did your little universe shit. Now no one knows who the fuck Peter Parker is, and he's going to be on his own now. He don't have Tony. He don't have Happy. He don't have nobody. He don't have Aunt May. He's on his own. So when we see him now, we see the actual Spider-Man. So when we see Punisher again, that's the actual Punisher.
Born Again.
But that was Daredevil. I get you.
My bad.
But
I feel
mean,
like
yeah,
this is like not a continuation, but like Cap said, like a great 1-2 combo. But at the same time, it's like a no, like you could have missed this. This is an open 3 right here. It's like it's gonna be parallel to Daredevil, or it might surpass it, depending on the story writing.
well, if they were to do a Punisher show
Yeah,
or a Punisher movie, it
the show.
depends because it depends on who's the bad guy of the show, because the Daredevil Netflix show was amazing. Luke Cage was amazing. Iron Fist sucked.
Punisher season 1 was good.
Jessica Jones was amazing. Punisher season 1 I didn't finish.
I didn't finish season 2.
So it's like you got to give it, because the thing was he got introduced in season 2 of the Daredevil, and then they made his own show, and it went back to his torment of his family, and we have to tell the story about his family dying and why he's what he is. If Marvel makes a TV show of him now, we already got that. We already saw why he is what he is. Now we see where he is now. Past all that shit. That's the problem with Ironheart. Yeah, that's the problem with Ironheart, where Ironheart, we already saw her in the prime of her life. In college, selling shit. She's the top of her class. She made a vibranium detector out of scraps. Like, she's already Tony Stark, but without the fucking money and the fame. But then when they show her show, we have to go back to where she's broken. She's not that smart. She has to do stupid shit. You know, like, she doesn't know who she is. And it's like, yo, but this is a total contradiction of what we saw from the movie. You know what I'm saying?
You wanted a continuation of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Right after, basically.
Yeah, because you're gonna take a step backwards to tell us a story, and it's like, okay, well, one, where's the Dora Milaje? How come she's not asking these people for help when obviously she has a wizard or somebody that's fucking dangerous going after her? 2, she has a fucking mech suit. Why is she not using that to help people? You obviously live in the hood. You obviously don't make enough money. You have this grief that you hold on to because your uncle died, or your stepfather died, and your best friend died in the shooting. You're not trying to protect nobody. Like, where was that in the movie? Nowhere. That wasn't even what forced you to help them out. You just was like, Black Power, and now I'm helping people. Like, the person we met from the movie and the person we got from the show, 2 different people. The same thing, Punisher, the person we got from Daredevil season 2 in Netflix and the TV show, 2 different people. It's like, bro, what's going on here?
Didn't he try to kill Daredevil?
In the first one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, it's like, we got a guy who came in and he's like, I'm on a mission. And then we go to see him, and it's like, oh, here goes all my grief and my pain, and now I'm lesser than on the mission. It's like, bro, you can tell us about your pain and all that other shit and still be focused the way you were when we first saw you. It's like, this girl is like, yo, you can have that drive of protecting people and not be someone who's just, I need to be iconic and this and that. And it's like, wait a minute. Where did that need to be iconic and stand out and all that shit come from? That's not coming from you know, not preventing the death of your best friend and your stepfather. Where did that come from? And why do you have that now all of a sudden? If the weight on your shoulders is the death of your best friend and your stepfather, how the hell did you becoming famous and knowing all this shit, where did that come from? You didn't have that upbringing from your stepfather. So who are you?
Yeah.
The same way you said Punisher would think what's his name is a fraud, is the same way I'm looking at these characters. Like, the way you're telling this story backwards is like, now I'm thinking that you're full of shit. You know? Where Kingpin in the original Netflix and in this show, and even in Hawkeye, same shit. Same fucking, same person.
Now, here's my question to you. We saw Matt be 100% good in She-Hulk. And then he kind of reverted back in Born Again.
Well, the difference with that was Foggy died after She-Hulk. Right?
Yeah, but that's even before that happened.
No, Daredevil showed up in She-Hulk before the season 1.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like before Foggy died, he was already back to the Netflix Matt. He wasn't the happy-go-lucky. I just fucked her for what? Like he wasn't sitting at the family barbecue smiling and shit. He was dating the therapist and was pulling away.
Oh, you're talking about? I thought you were talking about the Matt in She-Hulk.
Yeah, in She-Hulk, we see Matt at his absolute happiness. No torment, no guilt. Just show up and be a lawyer. Show up in costume, kick the shit out of everybody. Bang She-Hulk and leave. But then when we see him in Born Again, that's not where we meet him. He's not in that same place by the time we get to him. He's already started walking back towards where we normally see him.
Also, he was on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in an area where no one knows this motherfucker. There's no expectations for shit. Like, he just walks in, you know, I got the upper hand here. You know what I'm saying? It's a different spot, but also I would say that Foggy died in the first episode of Born Again, so that kind of fucked him up. He didn't have to worry about Foggy being dead in that one.
Storytelling. When you lose somebody, you fucking born.
Yeah. But also, he wasn't against the Kingpin. Like, when he was there helping out because, you know, he was helping, he was really going up against low-level guys. Now, if he was going up against the Kingpin, it would have been a different match. Like, hold on, you don't understand who you going up against, She-Hulk. Like, you may be able to punch a hole through a fucking 14-foot safe, but he's still a fucking Fisk is a dangerous motherfucker. Like, you don't get it. There's a difference between a little teenager that stole some fucking boots and a fucking dangerous motherfucker. Even Punisher figured out how dangerous Fisk was in the Netflix show. Remember? He went to jail. He was like, well, I'm going to fuck Fisk up. And Fisk was like, no, you're not. Matter of fact, I'm going to fuck you up just to let you know you can't fuck me up. That's why I was so hyped at the end of the last episode. Fisk opened up the door. I was like, yes, we get to see this again. Open the door. Go ahead. I dare you. Open up the fucking door. How many there? 50? Get more. Get the whole fucking city if you got to. And I kind of, like, the Punisher was almost on some, I don't give a shit how many people are here. I'm going to do my thing. And if you just so happen to be in the way, I'm okay. He didn't give a shit how many people were there.
You know what's fucking hilarious? Is the fact that this bitch sent everybody and their mother to that apartment complex to kill Frank Castle.
and like,
and she said they're gonna kill anybody who gets in their way. And they spend more time killing people who were never in their way than actually doing anything to Frank. He killed more people who were attacking random people for no reason. Because think about it. He got out into the street. They're attacking the fucking dude at the donut shop. For what? She told you where the Punisher lived.
Let me tell you something.
He ain't live in that donut shop.
Is the Punisher stupid?
No.
That's why he's living in Brooklyn. You hire all them motherfuckers from Brooklyn, they're gonna kill everybody but the motherfucker you paid them to kill. If he was in the Bronx, nobody would have been touched but him. Hit him and motherfuckers in line. It's my turn now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know he was in Brooklyn. You gonna pay us millions of dollars to kill Frank Castle? All right, where's Frank Lucas? Where's Frankie DiMaggio? Where the fuck is Frankie Valli? All the Franks are getting it. Shit. Maybe I'll get extra money if I kill another Frank. Where's the Frank footers? All the motherfuckers are getting it. Shit. Now, Joe, shut the fuck up. There's 37 seconds left. The game is tied 99-99.
You lying. You just
I'm
said
dead
we're
ass
down
serious.
about 25.
It's 101-99 Cavs right now. Harden just scored.
Fucked it up. You mentioned it.
I did not tell you to shut the fuck up. Didn't I tell you to shut up, Joe? Brunson scored again. It's tied.
Let me go look at this. I'll be right back.
Don't look at shit, Joe. I'm telling you what's happening.
Yeah, you shit show.
It's gonna be a shit show if you shit show. Don't come back, big food.
It's too late. Yo, how the fuck did they tie this up?
He missed. Wait. All right, it's going in overtime. 101-101. James Harden passes the ball. He had a wide open three to miss it. What?
I have been looking at that score for the last 30 seconds while you were waiting for it to come in.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I wasn't live.
I didn't want to say something when I was like, "Oh, he doesn't know yet." All right.
Where are you watching it?
It's ESPN.
I just googled the score.
I'm watching it on Hulu, but it's on ESPN. When I come back, do something about it. Shut up, big fool. I'll fucking send Frank Castle over there. I'll send somebody from Brooklyn to go kill everybody in Boston.
And on that note,
Yeah.
then he blipped himself out.
Me?
Yeah, you disappeared for a little.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't. My brother, I don't look like me.
Yo, I don't know if I'm on. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
So, big fool, we're not supposed to look alike. We're not fucking twins. 2.5 years apart. Fuck, we're supposed to look alike.
Time. Fuck it, they're going overtime, I guess.
All right, I think this is where we need to cut off because now all my shit's fucking up.
All right. Well, we got through what we got through. Next week, come back. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the Knicks and the fucking Cavs and Big Food. Don't worry about it with your brother, my brother, her brother, all those brothers. And it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out.